In the quiet moments of your life, when the world falls silent and the clamor of daily existence fades, you may have felt it whisper, soft yet undeniable, stirring deep within your soul. This is not a random occurrence, nor is it a fleeting thought born of imagination. It is the voice of heaven itself, calling your name across the winds of destiny. This call is not new, it has been etched into the fabric of your being since before time began, a sacred summons woven into the stars that bear witness to your purpose. You are not here by accident. You are not a mere speck in the vastness of the universe. You are a divine creation, chosen, anointed, and called to step into a life that was always meant to be yours. This moment, as you read these words, is no coincidence. It is a divine appointment, a sacred intersection where the eternal meets the temporal, where the heavens pause to ensure you hear the call that has been yours all along. Long before the world gave you a name, before society placed its labels and expectations upon you, heaven etched your purpose into the cosmos. Your soul was crafted with intention, your heart designed to beat in rhythm with a destiny that no one else can claim. This call is not a loud declaration, not a shout that demands attention. It is a divine silence, the kind that stirs your spirit in the middle of the night, that quickens your pulse with a rhythm only you can feel. It is a call to return to the essence you lost in the noise of the world, to the truth buried beneath your wounds, to the fire that once burned brightly in your eyes before life dimmed your light. Answer this call. For heaven has whispered your name across the winds of destiny, and the angels are waiting to walk you into the life you were always meant to live. Beloved, this moment is no coincidence. It has been prepared since the beginning of your soul's journey. Long before the world gave you a name, the heavens etched your purpose into the stars, and now, as the hour of awakening draws near, you are being summoned not by noise, but by divine silence, the kind that stirs your spirit in the middle of the night and makes your heart beat to a rhythm no one else can hear. This call is not just to step forward, it is to return to who you truly are, to the essence you lost in the noise, to the truth buried beneath your wounds, to the fire that once burned brightly in your eyes before the world dimmed your light. The angels have never left your side, not for a single heartbeat. They have walked with you through the betrayal, through the abandonment, through the grief and the ache that made you question your worth. But hear this now, your tears were never wasted. Every drop of pain has watered the garden of your future, and now, flowers you thought would never bloom are pushing through the soil of your surrender. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible to God. You are right on time for a miracle that defies logic, because your story was never meant to be ordinary. The heavens are aligning not just to restore what you lost but to multiply it. Divine favor is upon you, and the angels are making way where doors once slammed shut. They are removing the hands that tried to delay you and exposing the secret plots of those who never believed you would rise. But rise you will. Not in anger, not in vengeance, but in the quiet majesty of someone who has been kissed by grace and chosen by eternity. The call is holy. It is sacred. It is personal. It may not make sense to others, and that's why it's yours alone to answer. You've felt it in the shaking of your bones, in the restlessness of your soul, in the way the world has suddenly grown too small for the dreams swelling inside your spirit. It is not pride that calls you higher, oh, it is purpose. And you do not walk alone. Heaven's army marches with you, silent but strong, carrying the weight of every unseen prayer you've ever whispered when no one else was listening. Your ancestors have prayed for this hour. The intercessions of generations are echoing now, calling you into alignment with your divine timeline. And though the battles have been many, and the wounds deep, you have not been broken, or you have been transformed. Every delay was divine protection. Every closed door was a redirection. Every heartbreak was heaven's way of removing what could not walk with you into the promise. There is someone, somewhere, waiting on the other side of your obedience. Your yes to this call is not just for you, it will unlock healing for families, freedom for nations, restoration for those who thought all was lost. This is not the end of your story. It is the chapter heaven has been waiting to turn. The angels have recorded your tears, and now they are rejoicing, for the breakthrough has already been released. All that's left is for you to step into it. Let go of the fear, the shame, the doubt, and the voices that told you you're not ready. You are more than ready. You are anointed. You are called. You are chosen. You are protected. The heavens have declared it, and no man, no weapon, no lie can undo what God has ordained. Step out in faith even if your knees tremble. Speak even if your voice shakes. Move forward even if you can't yet see the full picture. For as you go, the way will be revealed. Miracles will meet you in motion. Provisions will find you in obedience. Grace will sustain you in the unknown. And when you feel weakest, remember that angels strengthen those who walk by faith and not by sight. You are not just a passerby on this earth. You are a vessel of glory, a beacon of hope, a living testimony that even ashes can dance when God breathes upon them. This is your divine reintroduction. You are not who you were. You are becoming who heaven always saw. So rise. Rise not just for yourself, but for those who are watching, those who are waiting for proof that God is still moving, still healing, still raising the broken back to life. Your courage will be someone else's confirmation. Your journey will be the map someone else follows out of the wilderness. So don't hide your light. Don't silence your testimony. Share your heart. Speak your truth. Let your scars shine, for they are proof that God still heals. The world needs your voice, your story, your faith. It needs your reminder that even in the darkest night, dawn still comes, and when it does, it brings angels with it. So answer this call not just with words, but with action. Step into your anointing. Claim your inheritance. Walk like the royalty you are, not by bloodline, but by divine lineage. You are heaven's investment. You are earth's answer. You are the living prophecy of restoration. And if this word has touched something deep within you, don't keep it to yourself. Let the world know that God still speaks, that angels still move, and that destiny is still alive. Like this message. Share it with someone who needs hope. Comment below and declare, I answer the call. For when even one soul responds, all of heaven rejoices, and the earth is never the same again. You are not alone in this journey. The angels, those celestial guardians of light and love, have never left your side, dear, not for a single heartbeat. They have walked with you through every trial, every tear, every moment when you questioned your worth. They were there in the betrayal, when trust was shattered and your heart bore the weight of broken promises. They were there in the abandonment, when those you loved turned away, leaving you to navigate the ache of loneliness. They were there in the grief, when loss carved deep wounds into your soul, and in the moments of self-doubt, when you wondered if you were enough. The angels have seen it all, and they have never wavered in their devotion to you. Your pain has not been in vain. Every tear you've shed, every moment of anguish, has been a seed planted in the garden of your future. Those seeds, watered by your surrender, are now beginning to sprout. Flowers you thought would never bloom are pushing through the soil of your resilience, their vibrant colors a testament to the beauty that can emerge from brokenness. You are not late to your destiny. You are not forgotten by the divine. You are not invisible to God. You are right on time, standing at the threshold of a miracle that defies logic, a miracle that declares your story was never meant to be ordinary. The heavens are aligning, not just to restore what you have lost, but to multiply it beyond your wildest dreams. Divine favor rests upon you, a mantle of grace that opens doors once slammed shut. The angels are at work, removing obstacles and exposing the hidden schemes of those who doubted your eyes. They are clearing the path, ensuring that nothing can stand in the way of the promise that awaits you. This is not a time for hesitation or fear. It is a time to rise, not in anger or vengeance, but in the quiet majesty of someone who has been kissed by grace and chosen by eternity. The call you hear is holy. It is sacred. It is personal. It may not make sense to those around you, and that is precisely why it is yours alone to answer. You've felt it in the trembling of your bones, in the restlessness that keeps you awake at night, in the way the world suddenly feels too small for the dreams swelling within your spirit. This is not pride calling you higher, oh, it is purpose. It is the divine blueprint of your life unfolding, urging you to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. You do not walk this path alone. Heaven's army marches with you, an unseen legion of strength and protection. They carry the weight of every prayer you've whispered in the dark, every plea you thought went unheard. But nothing you've spoken to God has been lost. Every word, every cry, every moment of faith has been recorded in the annals of eternity. Your ancestors, those who came before you, have prayed for this very hour. Their intercessions echo through time, aligning you with a divine timeline that was set in motion long before you were born. The battles you've faced have been many, and the wounds you carry run deep. But hear this truth, you have not been broken, you have been transformed. Every delay you've encountered was divine protection, shielding you from paths that were not yours to walk. Every closed door was a redirection, guiding you toward the destiny that awaits. Every heartbreak was heaven's way of removing what could not accompany you into the promise. You are stronger than you know, forged in the fires of adversity, refined by the hands of a God who sees you as a masterpiece. Your response to this call is not just about you. It is about the countless others whose lives will be touched by your courage, your faith, your obedience. Somewhere, someone is waiting on the other side of your yes, a family in need of healing, a community yearning for hope, a nation crying out for restoration. Your decision to step into your calling will unlock miracles that ripple across generations, bringing light to places shrouded in darkness. This is not the end of your story. It is the chapter heaven has been waiting to turn. The angels have recorded your tears, and now they are rejoicing, for the breakthrough you've longed for has already been released. All that remains is for you to step into it. Let go of the fear that holds you back, the shame that whispers you're unworthy, the doubt that says you're not ready. You are more than ready. You are anointed. You are called. You are chosen. You are protected. The heavens have declared it, and no force in existence can undo what God has ordained. The path ahead may not be fully visible, but that is the nature of faith. You are not called to see the entire journey, but to take the next step. Move forward, even if your knees tremble. Speak, even if your voice shakes. Act, even if the outcome is uncertain. For as you go, the way will be revealed. Miracles will meet you in motion. Provisions will find you in obedience. Grace will sustain you in the unknown. And when you feel weakest, remember that angels strengthen those who walk by faith and not by sight. You are not just a passerby on this earth. You are a vessel of glory, a beacon of hope, a living testimony that even the ashes of a broken life can dance when God breathes upon them. This is your divine reintroduction, a moment when the world will see you not as you were, but as heaven always saw you, a child of destiny, a warrior of light, a carrier of divine purpose. Do not hide your light. The world needs your voice, your story, your faith. Your scars, far from being marks of shame, are proof that God still heals. They are the map that will guide others out of their own wilderness, the evidence that even in the darkest night, dawn still comes, and when it does, it brings angels with it. Share your heart. Speak your truth. Let your life be a testament to the power of a God who restores, redeems, and raises the broken back to life. Your courage will be someone else's confirmation. Your journey will inspire those who are watching, those who are waiting for proof that God is still moving, still healing, still working miracles. By answering this call, you become a living prophecy, a declaration that destiny is still alive, that hope is never lost, that the promises of heaven are as real today as they were at the dawn of creation. So answer this call, not just with words, but with action. Step into your anointing. Claim your inheritance. Walk like the royalty you are, not by earthly bloodline, but by divine lineage. You are heaven's investment, earth's answer, a masterpiece crafted by the hands of God. And if this message has stirred something deep within you, don't keep it to yourself. Let the world know that God still speaks, that angels still move, that miracles still happen. Share this truth with someone who needs hope. Speak it into the lives of those who are weary, who have forgotten their own calling. Declare, with boldness and faith, I answer the call. For when even one soul responds, all of heaven rejoices, and the earth is forever changed. This is your moment. The heavens are watching, the angels are cheering, and God is smiling upon you. The call has been issued, the path has been prepared, and the promise is yours to claim. Rise, beloved. Rise into the life you were always meant to live. Rise into the purpose that has been yours since the beginning. Rise, and let the world see what happens when a soul answers the whisper of heaven. Your destiny awaits. The angels are ready. The time is now. You may not have realized it, but you were born for this very hour. You were placed in this generation not by accident, but by divine appointment. Every struggle you've faced, every tear you've cried, every moment you felt unseen, a God saw it all and still whispered, "You're the one I chose." When you doubted yourself, heaven didn't. When you faltered, angels stood beside you. The warfare you've endured wasn't just for survival, it was preparation. It was God stretching your spirit, refining your faith, and shaping your heart to carry something sacred. You carry light in your words, power in your prayers, and breakthrough in your presence. That's why the enemy tried to silence you, because he knew what would happen if you ever fully realized who you are. You are not just an echo of someone else's faith. You are a voice, a sound from heaven, sent to awaken dry bones and stir the slumbering souls around you. You are a breaker of chains, a restorer of paths, a releaser of hope. And the world is desperate for the sound you carry. People are aching to hear someone speak life again, to believe that God has not gone silent, that dreams are still valid, that the impossible can still happen. You are the proof. You are the answered prayer of someone who has been waiting in silence, praying in darkness, holding on by a thread. And when you rise, others will find the courage to rise with you. Beloved child, before you ever opened your eyes to this world, before your lungs ever breathed the air of this earth, you were already chosen. The throne of heaven whispered your name into the silence before time began, and the stars themselves were strung into place with the promise of your calling. You are not here by accident. You are not wandering blindly through chaos. You were sent. You were assigned. You were commissioned. And now is the moment of your awakening. Do not shrink back. I say this with the urgency of heaven's heartbeat. For too long, you've been haunted by voices that were never heaven's echo. You've been followed by shadows that have no power in the presence of divine light. You've believed lies dressed as logic and wounds disguised as warnings. But hear me, child, the voice that says you're not enough is a lie. The whisper that says you're too late is deception. The guilt that binds you is not from your father, it is the voice of the thief. And it fears what happens when you stand in your truth. Do not listen to them. Because the truther, the unshakable, eternal truther is this, the same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead is alive in you. Yes, you. Even in your brokenness. Even with the scars you hide. Even in the moments you fall silent and wonder if God forgot your name. That spirit is not dormant. It's not waiting for perfection. It's stirring now. The fire you feel deep within isn't emotion, it's resurrection. It's your spirit coming to life. It's heaven's alarm clock ringing in your soul. It's time. Let it burn. Let the fire of your calling rise without shame. Let it consume every fear, every doubt, every reason you've given yourself to stay small. You were not made to live in the shadows. You were made to carry light. Holy light. Piercing light. Light that exposes darkness and heals the broken in the same breath. You carry within you a divine flame, not to be hidden, not to be extinguished, but to be poured out on the altars of a desperate world. This is not the moment to question yourself. This is the moment to surrender. Fall to your knees in awe, yes, but then rise in power. Because when you yield, you are filled. When you bow, you are strengthened. The same fire that brings you low will lift you up. Heaven has invested too much in you for you to quit now. Do you understand that? The heavens have been watching over you since before your first breath. Angels have guarded you when you didn't even know you were in danger. Grace has held you together when your own strength gave way. You carry the evidence of miracles even in your scars. And now the time has come. You were anointed for impact. You are not random. You are not ordinary. You are not just getting by. You were crafted by the hands of the divine to shift atmospheres. You were designed to carry a presence, a weight, a glory that this world has forgotten. You were chosen not because you were perfect but because you were willing. Even your weakness is a platform for God's strength. Even your tears water the ground where revival will rise. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are right on time. This world is not your limitation, it's your mission field. You don't need to escape to be effective. You don't need to hide to be holy. The mission is here. The assignment is now. You carry heaven into every space you enter. Your words matter. Your prayers matter. Your love matters. When you walk into a room, angels walk in with you. When you speak truth, it breaks chains. When you offer love, it opens hearts. Do not underestimate your presence. You carry the King's authority. So go boldly. Do not apologize for your calling. Speak with holy confidence. Not arrogancy but authority. The authority of one who knows who sent them. Speak as one who has stood in the presence of God. Speak like one who's been healed by mercy and commissioned by grace. And love you, oh, child, love without fear. Love so deeply that demons tremble. Love so fiercely that broken hearts begin to hope again. Love not to be safe, but to be dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. Because as you rise, others will rise too. They will see your courage and remember their own. They will see your obedience and dust off dreams they once buried. You are not just walking for yourself, you are clearing a path. Your boldness will awaken boldness in others. Your story will unlock stories still hidden in silence. You are a seed of a revival, planted in this generation for such a time as this. Heaven knew what it was doing when it placed you here. You are a divine disruption. Water that seed with your yes. Say yes again. Even when you're afraid. Even when you don't feel ready. Even when your knees shake and your voice trembles. Your yes is powerful. Your yes moves angels. Your yes shifts destinies. Worship when you feel weak. Praise when you don't understand. Pray when you have no words left. Your yes opens the floodgates of heaven. Don't look at the soil and wonder if it's fertile. Plant your yes, and watch God bring the increase. Nurture it with your worship. Don't just worship when the sun is shining. Worship in the rain. Worship in the storm. Worship when it doesn't make sense. Because worship isn't just music, it's the fragrance of your surrender. It is incense that rises and reaches the throne. It's the sound that makes demons flee and heaven draw near. Worship builds your spiritual muscle. It reminds your soul who is king. It keeps your fire burning. Guard it with your prayers. Prayer is not your last resort. It's your first weapon. It's your anchor. It's your lifeline. Don't let the enemy steal your voice in the secret place. Fight there. Cry there. Be raw there. Pour out your heart like oil at his feet. And in return, he will pour his spirit on you like a rushing wind. Your prayer closet is where battles are won. Guard your calling with prayer. Cover your purpose in intercession. Declare God's word until it becomes your reality. And watch what God does. Watch as he breathes on the seed you thought had died. Watch as he resurrects dreams you buried in disappointment. Watch as he multiplies your small offering into a mighty harvest. Watch as your story becomes a symphony of redemption. Watch how he takes every no you've ever heard and turns it into a divine yes. Watch how he makes all things new.